Hey guys, welcome to a very special edition of Trucking USA. We are about to take you behind the scenes and show you how and where we pack our things, sleep, eat, shower, and manage everyday life. If you or someone you know has ever thought about a life on the road, or you are just curious about the drivers of those big rigs and how they live, this video will answer at least some of those questions. If there is a question or subject that we don't cover, feel free to email us at info.trucking.usa@gmail.com. You can also find this email under the About tab on our channel. Okay, let's get started.
In most cases, the cab body is isolated from the frame with airbags and shocks in the back to help alleviate some of the jarring effects of the roads and highways, which can lead to increased stress, pain in the lower back, and fatigue, just to name a few. These airbags, along with the air ride seats, which we will cover shortly, and the ones on the tractor and trailer, all give the driver and freight some relief from the road.
Let's look under the cab before climbing in. Most drivers will use their side boxes for tools, spare parts, like lights or wiper blades, and extra fluids. I keep all my tools, spare parts and fluids in the driver's side compartment, along with the required triangle flares and fire extinguisher. Built into my truck and most others is a power inverter which turns regular DC battery power into an alternating or AC current like you would find in your home. I am limited to small appliances and usually only one at a time, as this model is only 1,500 watts. I use this side as storage for my water, winch bars, the tool used to tighten straps on my flatbed, and anything my student needs to stow away to keep it off of his or her bed.
As we climb in, notice the airbag under the seat that helps cushion the ride, making those long hours behind the wheel just a little more comfortable.
Let's climb aboard and look at the driver's display. With this particular display, we can view and control a number of things. We can use the buttons on the steering wheel to navigate through trip odometers, extra gauges, see driving habits, which can help with fuel economy, cruise control, driver assistance such as front and side radar and adaptive cruise control, and even control the radio and see diagnostic information which can be passed on to the company. Truck manufacturers have also built in a couple of interrupter switches for headlights and marker lights, so truckers can communicate with one another without the use of a CB radio.
For this particular truck, there are three main interior light switches: sleeper dome, ambient light bar, and cab dome, all of which have a rheostat function to dim or brighten as needed. The light test switch cycles all of the exterior lights to ensure they work properly during my daily pre-trip inspection every morning. Of course, the red triangle is for the hazard lights. The utility lights are on the back of the cab to aid in making and breaking the connections between the truck and trailer during dark hours. The ATC or automatic traction control button cuts off the traction control when it's not needed. The LDW or lane departure warning switches off the audible rumble warning, which signals that the driver may be out of their lane, but it usually signals any time the fog line disappears, such as exit, entrance ramps, or when in construction. The engine shutdown override allows us to safely pull off the road should an engine protection shutdown occur, such as overheating, low oil pressure, or low coolant. The red pull valve is for supplying and releasing the trailer brakes. The yellow one is for the tractor brakes. The HSA or hill stop assist keeps me from rolling backward on a hill after stopping. The interaxle lock will lock in both drive axles on the tractor, similar to locking in for four-wheel drive. The K-pin lock button will help pull the kingpin lock, which is the lock that holds the trailer to the tractor. Air slide will unlock the fifth wheel, which is the plate that the kingpin locks onto, allowing me to adjust the weight distribution as needed. And the suspension HGT will lower the suspension height, which releases the air from the suspension airbags, allowing me to disconnect from a trailer easier.
First, for my viewers that are pro drivers, this is a simple breakdown of the hours of service rules. We all know that there are exceptions to every rule, But just to keep things short and sweet, I am not going to list every rule, exception and exemption. Okay, here we go. We are allowed 70 hours in an 8-day period for driving and on-duty tasks such as fueling, loading, unloading, and maintenance. We can drive a maximum of 11 hours in any given day, as long as we have 11 hours to work on our 70. At or before the 8th hour we must stop driving to take a minimum 30-minute break before continuing our day. Our workday consists of 14 hours which cannot be stopped, unlike our drive clock, which stops if we stop. After the 14th hour we cannot drive again until we take 10 hours consecutive off-duty or in the sleeper berth or any combination of. If you run out of your 70 hours before the 8th day, you will need to take a 34-hour reset, which is 34 consecutive hours off-duty, in the sleeper berth or any combination. If you don't run out of your 70 hours by the 8th day you can then recycle your hours. See, that was easy, right? Of course I didn't even explain the adverse driving conditions rule, the split sleeper rule, rules for the oil industry, or the rules for livestock haulers.
This is how a basic load assignment looks at my company. As I progress through my load stops, the information on this screen will change. If I click on the blurred area, I could view every stop on the current load and see any future load assignments. When my company and I need to communicate, we can also use the same system as used for the load assignments. If they send me any messages, they will appear in bold type on the left. I can click to open and read it on the right. If I need to ask a question or send them any information, I click on the envelope in the upper right corner and type my message and send. My bunk is a wide XL twin, as are most other trucks. The upper bunk is a regular XL twin. There is also a closet, overhead storage, and a pull-out table. There is also storage under the table, which I use for food storage, along with the overhead bin. On the other side there is another overhead bin which I use for storing my cooking supplies like my electric skillet. I also have a microwave air fryer combo, fridge, and coffee maker, a real trucker's friend. Most trucks will come equipped with privacy curtains that close around the front windows. There is also a privacy curtain between the forward cab and sleeper berth to help keep out the light of day or provide additional privacy when the truck is being ran as a team operation, where one person sleeps and the other drives. And for those wondering, yes, there is a safety net for the one sleeping. For personal hygiene, the truck stops will most always have shower rooms. Just like a small bathroom at your house, there is a toilet, sink, mirror, and shower stall. The truck stops most always provide a towel, washcloth, soap, and bath mat for the convenience of the driver. I will use the mat and towel, but I personally do not use the washcloth or the soap, as I bring my own, along with shampoo. I hope you have enjoyed this little sneak peek into my personal living and workspace and have learned a little more about the life of a truck driver. If you have any questions at all that I may be able to answer, put them in the comments below or visit the About page of my channel and look for my email address there. I promise I will do my best to answer every question in a timely manner. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button below. It really helps with the algorithm and gets my video out to more people. Also consider subscribing for more great videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.